ECDL Advanced, Excel, Lesson 31, Formulas that produce errors. There can be problems when some formulas are calculated, usually because the referenced cells are not as expected. When a formula cannot be calculated, the cell displays an error message. The functions isError and error.type can be used to check for and identify errors. Common error values along with their error type number are now shown on the screen. Okay, so let's start with the workbook balance. If it's not already open from the last lesson, please open it. In cell H20, that's down here, enter the function equals isError H18, the H18 being in brackets. And this is to check whether the formula in H18 is producing an error. And it should read false, because there's no error in H18. So pressing enter, we get a value of false. Next, in cell H4, that's over here, enter the number 0. When we press enter, we'll now find that H18 now shows a div/0 error. The reason being because it's trying to divide by H4. So if we look at the formula in H18, it's equals H16 divided by H4. Because the H4 is 0, we're trying to divide by 0, which would give an answer of infinity, and Excel has no way of showing a value of infinity. We should also note that because we now have some kind of error in H18, so therefore in H20 our value of false has now changed to true. We now have an error in H18. If we select cell H18, we'll notice that a smart tag is displayed. This is the smart tag over here, which is a bit like a yellow rhombus with, I think it's an exclamation mark inside. If we click on the tag, it will display a list of options. The error is shown as a divide by 0 error, but also please investigate the other available options. To avoid an error in this particular case, we could use an if statement. So in H18, let's change the formula. This time we're going to type in equals if H4 equals 0, then in H18 put the value 0. If not, at that stage do the H16 divided by H4. Don't forget to close the bracket, press enter, and now we'll find that the value 0 is returned. So in H20 we're showing that we no longer have an error in H18. Next, in cell H4, enter the character X. We'll now notice that cells H16 and also H18 now show hash value. The reason being that they both expect cell H4 to be a numeric value. In cell I20, enter the function equals error.type H18. This is going to allow us to identify any error that is in cell H18. The result gives 3. If we go to our original list of error values, we'll see that error 3 is indeed the value, and it's saying the wrong argument has been used. Okay, if you now close the workbook without saving, and I look forward to seeing you next time when we're going to be looking at lesson 32, which is going to be on the topic of mixed referencing. Okay, I look forward to seeing you then.